hopeless situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they...
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Pittsburgh. It's the Jaguars and the Steelers under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And rightly so. He's been the big story leading up to this AFC Championship game because, as we all know, no rookie's ever won a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. Heck, no rookie's ever started a Super Bowl. So he's trying to rewrite the history books here, and if he wins this one, he'll get his own book.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On the delay, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they give the Jones off tackle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Moon to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Steelers. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now move. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw again. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On play action, they'll throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team. So
now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds. Out of everyone's reach. Maybe Wyatt's calling up to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
They'll go with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Moon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Moon. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On the return is Jones. After one, 17-7 is our score. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Moon. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Moon. Completes it to Austin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action, it's Moon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Moon. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Moon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line. To throw, Moon. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here that's complete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
2nd and 14. Is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Moon to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Oh, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a 1st down throw, Moon.
Again, it's Johnson.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, it's Moon.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. To throw on second down, Moon. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnover.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Steelers set to take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now move. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They run a draw here on second down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. From the gun, here's Moon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Moon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nowadays, this has become routine. That was a heck of a route. Holding the tight end, a great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
on 1st and 10. Moon. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Moon. He'll let it fly for Austin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Moon. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A 62-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the deficit will hold at 15.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
If they go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Here's Moon. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Up the middle, Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Ingram holds it in.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd and 1. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Seen this one before. Ingram has another one. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end. They'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jags are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, it's Moon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now Moon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Now a first down throw, Moon.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on second down, Moon.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Moon.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On second down, here's Moon.
He's got this to Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Moon.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Miles Boykin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. Moon.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Here's Moon. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Moon.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. From the gun, here's Moon. He's going to look deep down the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Moon. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Moon to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Complete to number 1. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens
from 8 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
The Jaguars are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody.